Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Swansea post-match chat in what was, in the end, quite a comfortable night for the mighty Whites as their imperious home form continues. People keep telling me we're not the best team at home, Joe. What are you talking about? That's 6 games now. 6 games won on the spin, which coincidentally is the first time we've done that since December 2019, which, of course, was when we were managed by that great man, Marcelo Bielsa. We are cooking on gas. Ellen Road is a fortress. Not only that, folks, Leeds United are now unbeaten in their first 10 home league games for the first time since 1973-74, which was when we went on to win our second league title under Don Revie. People keep telling me we're not consistent enough. We'll never catch the top 2. Like, the numbers are there. We are the team. Trust and believe. And look, Leicester City dropped points tonight to Sheffield Wednesday. Remember all the outcry at Rotherham away? It happens to all these teams. That means we've cut the gap to Leicester. That's only 8 points now between us and first. Yes, Ipswich have won. That's totally fine. But as long as we're within touching distance of either of them two teams, we are going to be fine. And I still stand by my point that we will be in the top 2 by January the 1st. We now have 7 games, a busy period. And Daniel Farker needs to use his squad because we're going to chat about that on the other side of this very break. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the other side.
I don't care.
It's 1-0. We're freaking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Well, folks, let's dial it right back. What an insane start to this football game. If you haven't checked it out yet, check out my watch along. The head was gone. Leeds United had attack within the first minute. Ball comes in. Dan James is offside, puts it into the back of the net. I'm like, yes, we're cooking on gas. Then literally seconds later, somehow Swansea put it in the back of the net to make it 1-0 through Patterson. It's a ball from the keeper. It's route one. It's easy. Strout makes a defensive header, which, of course, Patterson runs onto and he lobs Meslier. No. Don't be giving Meslier grief for that. That was all on Pascal Strout. Put it down to ring rustness or whatever. But, yeah, it was a bit all over the shop. I think the first half, for me personally, was a bit all over the shop. I thought Ethan Ampadu did not cover himself in glory. Pascal Strout. The midfield was pretty non-existent. We didn't really get going. And somehow we were 2-1 up at half time. But that's the sign of a good team, right? You know, you win games when you're not actually playing that well. And it took us only 3 minutes to get back on level terms, of course. A goal from Joel Pirro. He was bound to score tonight. I did think it'd be 3-0. Ended up being 3-1. And it was as you were. But Joel Pirro, lovely work goal. Somerville through, puts him through it. He was never going to miss. I thought Joel Pirro was very, very good tonight. Some would say maybe his best game in a Leeds United shirt. Rutter was good. Somerville was, he's always good. But for me, my man of the match was Archie Gray. I think this guy is unbelievable. There were some people out there that questioned this guy at right back. If you look at Strout's error for that first goal when he heads it into Patterson, you watch the amount of times that they tried doing that when Gray was on the ball. And that guy just checks his mirrors and then turns back on himself. Honestly, the brain of that lad for a 17-year-old is absolutely insane, and I thought he was electric tonight. But look, as much as I bemoaned Ethan Ampadu in that first half, because I don't think he was great, and I kept saying, you know, I'm not used to seeing Ethan Ampadu, being second to balls, misplacing passes. Is he tired? Why have we played him? Should we have played Gruyev? He then pops up with an absolutely unbelievable assist over the top on the 45th minute. What a touch by that magic man, Gio Rutter. He holds off the defender. He was great again all night and then finds the back of the net. Gives it the wizard celebration for my man, Matt Lewis, of course, Neville Longbottom. I was praying as a Harry Potter fan to see that celebration from that man, Weston McKennie. Less said about that man, the better. I had to wait for my man, Gio Rutter, to do it. And what a goal it was done by. And look, had we gone into half-time at 1-1, I'd have been asking for changes. But being in front, you go out. You don't want to upset the apple cart. You keep the same personnel. I have to agree that was the right decision. And then Dan James, 15 minutes into the second half, makes it 3-1. But for me, the goal was all about Byram. You know I love Sam Byram. You know I dislike Junior Firpo, but he should have. You know, this chat that Firpo's better going forward. Byram, Byram's just better than him forward and backwards, right? But Byram makes an absolutely crunching tackle, which then goes into Rutter, and of course Rutter gets another assist. That's 11 G&A now for Gio Rutter, just 2 behind Somerville. Them two are going to be competing for top scorer between them. It's a bit of a madness, really. Them two players, are absolute cheat codes at this level. On top of that, Dan James has also now scored in each of his last 4 matches at Ellen Road. My one gripe, I wish we'd have seen subs sooner after we get that third. I wish we'd have give rests for Rampadu, use Gruyev. I wish Spencer to come in to get him some minutes, because ultimately we play again Borough at home in a tough fixture, so we need to be using the squad a little bit more for me. I know Strout came down with cramp and Cooper had to come on. It's the same subs all the time as well at a similar sort of time. But listen, Bielsa used to do the same. The similarities between these two is a bit of a madness, really. But yeah, I just want to see more of the squad used, especially when Spencer's there, who's not getting any minutes, and Gruyev barely plays. Ampadu looked out on his feet in the first half. Okay, grew into the game. And listen, Leeds dominated the second half. It was a tale of 2 halves, even though we went in at half time in front. I thought Swansea were largely the better side for me, but the second half, they had nothing. It was all us without creating bucket loads. We just dominated the second half, and you move on, don't you, to Saturdays. And listen, I said before the game, I'm confident at home against any side. You don't win 6 games on the spin without being imperious at home. And I don't even think it's largely the crowd as such, because I don't know if the crowd, there's an expectancy to it, but it doesn't have that same noise that you're used to. But there's just something about Ellen Road currently where I think maybe teams are even beaten before they arrive. Do you know what I mean? 6 wins on the spin. We've only conceded 7 goals now in 9 games as well. We've conceded the least at home as well. And to be honest, it's disappointing. The goal that we did concede came from an error, because Melier did have nothing to do tonight. If it weren't for that header by Strauch, we get a clean sheet, we get 3-0, and I win my bet. But look, man, none of that really matters. As long as Leeds United are winning football games, that's all that matters to me. We're 3rd in the league, 7 points behind the Tractor Boys, and 8 points behind Leicester. We're coming. They're wobbling. We've just got to keep doing our biz, especially at home. Another 3 points on Saturday, and we move. Listen, it's been great to be able to do this video. Please do smash a like on the video. Watch out for the watch-along highlights, shorts, and all that jazz. Check out the watch-along. Do it all for me. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds is Leeds.